Hello everybody and welcome back to Minecraft in our survival single-player world. And in the last one we got lost again. Always a delight to do that. Get out, spread our legs, build something somewhere we may not visit back to for a while, but we will at some point expand the areas around each of those builds. I think the area from last time, from the last episode, we're actually gonna go back out there probably sooner than most of the rest, though. There's a huge desert out there that we could use as a mining desert for getting more sand, and, given a certain project looming on the horizon, I certainly have need for a lot more sand, but that's not a today project. A today project is actually gonna be our Harbor Master house. I am going to start getting materials together, figure out the sort of color language we're going to use, and we're going to get started on that today. And possibly also try to get the main dock in as well. So, those are the two things that I'm going to sort of aim for. Whether or not we actually finish both, we'll see. But for now, I'm going to sleep the night away, grab some materials, and then we are going to see what we can make happen. So, I will see you guys in just a minute. Alright. So, we're going to do dark oak. I haven't decided on what stone type for the ground floor yet, but we're going to use some kind of stone type with it. I'm thinking it needs to be a lighter stone because of how dark the dark oak is. Maybe andesite? Andesite could match well. But started getting at least the kind of shape in here for the ground floor, and then for the kind of extension up, we're going to do basically 3/4 of this shape on the upper floor. So there's going to be a little staircase that comes up here, and there's going to be a little deck area here, and then a kind of L-shaped Harbor Master's office, and the Harbor Master's actual home is going to be in the downstairs part with a separate side door for entrance that's not the business entrance. So, need to grab some andesite real quick, which I think I've got some somewhere. Gravel, cobble. All the road stuff shouldn't be in here, but maybe down here with all my cliff-facing stuff. I think I've got some in there. Stone, andesite. No. Andesite. I could do a mix of andesite and stone. Andesite, perfect, beautiful. So we'll do a mix of andesite and polished andesite. Let's take this half stack and make it polished, because we just want it to be a little bit of an occasional texture change. And I think spruce is kind of the binding wood type of the village. It's the most used wood type. It's used on all of the lamps. Most of the builds have at least some amount of spruce on them, though a few of them don't. It's got spruce on it. My house definitely has spruce on it. That's got spruce. That's got spruce. Proving myself a little bit of a liar. That's all dark oak and glass. I don't think there's any spruce on that one. I don't think the barn has any spruce on it. No, the roof is dark oak. It might have some on the interior. Maybe. Yeah, so it's got some spruce on the interior. You can tell that I like spruce a lot, can't you? And up here, spruce, spruce. No spruce. Spruce, spruce. 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 There's a lot of spruce in the village. So I'm trying to avoid it on this build because it is spruce on a lot of the builds. But there is a pretty good chance that it will show up in here, and I'm definitely going to use spruce as the dock wood, because again, it's kind of the unifying material of the village. When we don't have it, you can tell it's not there, which is either a good or bad thing. It's, you know, up to your interpretation. Alright. But the goal at this point is to just get the bulk of this shaped in here. And then, once we've got the majority of this kind of shaped in, we'll go in and texture in with some of our polished, and maybe a little bit of smooth stone too. I could do that. Need to grab a quick drink of water, sorry. And so should you, by the way. Stay hydrated. Good for you. Especially getting into the summer here. Okay. And then, switch to this, and we're just gonna kind of selectively knock out some segments here. We don't want it to be too much, just a little bit. Go. That one. And those two. And the backside, which is arguably the least important part of every build. But we are, in fact, going to finish the back anyways, because it's the right thing to do. Climbing on the vines. Thank you. And we got one more. We'll do it there. Oh, I thought I had one more. Now I've got one more. Just looking for spots where I can drop one or two more. I like that corner. Could use one before. I just didn't put one there. There. Beauty. So that gets us a base floor down. Now we've got to extend the pillars up another floor. And then we've got to figure out what wood type we're going to use to accent. I'm thinking either oak or jungle are going to fit nicely, but I don't want to do pale oak. That's too much of a contrast. It works really well in certain situations, but I think dark oak pillars with pale oak between would just be way too far gone. Thinking oak or jungle. Oak or... I mean, I can sate the curiosity at least. It's not like I don't have a good amount of pale oak to work with. Let's see. Because the other thing is, this is a build that we do want to have kind of stick out. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, I'm okay with that door position. We'll replace that with a stair. That'll be the living entrance. So let's just see if I 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Do I want an even here or an even here? Think about that for a minute. I have some time to decide. I think I want the interior to be all odd. So, we'll make the little porch even. Go. Those, hop up here. Cool, cool, cool. Grab all the blocks I dropped. I should, hypothetically, have enough, I think, to finish that. Go sleep for the night, and then we'll see how that looks. Okay, how do I feel about that? I think I need to see it with the pillars in as well. Hold on. This, we're actually gonna make this a pillar as well. And we are gonna need more pale if we do this with pale, but well, we'll see how we feel about it first. Cool, cool, cool. And then one more right here. I'm sure y'all can tell, but I am making this up as I go. Y'all. I don't say y'all. Why did I say y'all? I'm sure you all can tell that I'm making this up as I go, but that's what I always do, and it seems to have worked out so far. Yeah, actually, I'm okay with that. I think that with the lighter gray tone down here, it really helps bleed these together better. I think this works. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm really okay with this. Roof is going to be interesting. But, you know, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Yeah, and it stands out, and you want it to stand out because it's the Harbor Master's house. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and do one of those right there for design purpose sakes. Make this a pillar. And then do the same thing over on this side where that is. then, mid-pillar. I want to make this one a pillar here as well. Just for design consistency's sake, it'll read better if this is a pillar as well. Probably. For me. Okay. So I'm going to get a little bit more work done figuring out some of the shaping on this roof. And then I will be right back. Alright. We are back. And this thing is mostly in place. I did a dark oak roof with a andesite and polished andesite trim matching the bottom floor base stone layer. I liked this big window here, which is behind the desk, so the harbor master can easily turn around and look out. He'll have a good view of ships at the dock out there, as well as a good view of the warehouse. He's got a little filing cabinet. I plan to put an armor stand in here at the desk and have someone physically here, but for now I'd say that's pretty good. I need to do some kind of course, I need to do some kind of trim around the windows, but I'm not entirely sure what I want to do, especially with that larger kind of odd-shaped window. So I'm going to think about it for a few minutes, and while I do that, I think we're going to start on the dock. So I am going to grab a couple materials, wait out the rain, and I will be right back. Alright, the rain is gone. I've got some spruce awuda here. And we're going to go ahead and start marking in this dock. These are the easy ones. These I just want to have at about the same height, and then we're going to bring wood out. I'll probably bring this land out just a little bit further, but the next part is going to be going from the bottom of the water up. And I may need more spruce wood, but if I do, I've got some saplings and bone meal over there. So I think we'll do, say, 8 between. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We want it to be all the way at the bottom. Man, respiration and aqua affinity are real nice to have. I think it's one of those things that you forget about until you don't have them, you know? Perfect. One more. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need more spruce wood, and of course it's night now. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Perfect. Alright. Sleep through the night. And then grab myself some more spruce awuda. Because we are going to need several stacks. Though I do think I've got a little bit more in my road construction boxes. So let's check there first. Still have any of my boxes up here? No. Okay. forgot what's on me. That's not great. Okay. We're going to take a little cut between clips here. You might get a little time lapse of me chopping down some spruce trees. I thought I had some... Oh, it's on me. There we go. Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to cut down some trees so that I can continue getting this built out. And I will be back in just a minute. Alright, we are back underwater. We are just done with our tree collection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Of course. 8. I knew this was gonna get deep, but jeez. There we go. An entire stack just for this post. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All the way down to the glow squid, of course. There we go. Perfect, that should be right about right on. Okay. I think 2 more sets of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Beautiful. Here. Beautiful. Alright, and then 1 more set, and then we'll start getting the actual walkway through the middle of this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. 8 between. Did I do that on all of them? I might have done one on the 8 instead of on the between. Let me get the last 2 pillars in, and then I'll double check, because I may have to move them, but I'm gonna hope I'm right. Beautiful. Straight line to that one, straight line to that one right here. Don't make deep ocean sounds at me. That is unacceptable behavior. And I'm off one. Great. is why I should never second guess myself. How did I even manage to do that? That's what I can see. Beautiful. And grab these. Perfect. I think I'm one too high, but we'll double check it with the light of day. I did that on purpose. No, I didn't. I kind of looked away for a second. Okay. Let's see if we got that right. I know these ones I got right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, that one's built on the 8th. I didn't do 8 between. I did. I messed it up right from the start, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Built on the 8th. That was 6, 7, 8, and then built. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. If I move this one and that one over one, I think that'll be easier. I mean, nothing about this is going to be easy, but, you know, easier. Triple, quadruple check myself on all this in just a second. That one right at the edge, I think. Hold on. One. Do this one more time just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this would be on the 8. Yeah, okay. And if I'm gonna fix it, I may as well fix it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that'll be, oh, on the 8th. Okay. This is the smarter way to do it. What am I doing? Now I can just jump on here and chop my way down. Really wish I had thought to do this way before, but too late for that. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Now we get this one. At least we didn't have to move the ones at the very bottom of the chasm there. That would have been slightly more inconvenient. Beauty, beauty. And up we go! Alright, I think that's all the wood, so now we just need to raise these ones back up. Okay. And one more. Alright, so let's go ahead and make some planks and start filling this thing in. And we'll start there and then make more if we need them. I think what we'll do is go about 2 blocks out from there. And then just go out to there. I guess I can do that now. Beauty, beauty. Alright. And I think I'm gonna do this. Perfect. Just getting a feel for where we're going to be at here, but... Nope. Come on. Do that. Maybe 3 blocks past. 1, 2, 3. And we'll see how that feels. And then it's just filling this thing in from here, which I can probably do off camera between episodes, rather than make you guys stick around for this process. I just want to get at least the structure of it in so we can take a step back and see how it looks. Given the scope and scale of everything else, I don't know if this is too large, if this is not large enough, I don't know how this is gonna feel, but the only way to find out is by getting it in here and taking a look. It also may be way too high up, given that I am hoping to put some ships next to this thing, but we won't know until we're done. So, how does that feel? I mean, in scale with everything else, yeah, it feels about right. That would mean any ships we put off this thing would have to be pretty high up, though. I may need to actually lower this down. Keep the length the same. I think the length is good, but maybe bring it down to the point where it's maybe to about here, 5 blocks above the water? I don't know. I've got to play with some ship designs, which I will do off camera between episodes and kind of see what might work. And then that'll give me an idea of if I need to leave this where it's at, or if I should raise it up a little bit. For now, though, guys, I'm going to go ahead and keep placing these, but I'm not going to drag you guys along to the process. We're going to go ahead and do a quick outro here, and I will get this done in a minute. So, guys, again, thanks so much for coming along on the adventure, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!